NewsTalk1010. We were talking about the rising popularity of eggs as food here in Canada, and just really quickly, somebody just wrote in to text at 71010. I'm a chef. Cooking without eggs would be impossible.
It would be.
You know, just eggs are part of our diet. That's just the way it is.
It is, and so
unless you're what, hardcore
vegan.
Vegan,
you would not include eggs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you include? Grass.
All plants, no animals.
Yeah.
No, nothing coming from an animal is vegan.
You know those eggs were made out of plants.
They went through the animal, though.
Yeah, they went in as grass and seeds and stuff like that.
But came out of the animal.
Came out as an egg.
That's where the line is
hey,
drawn.
Try to look at it that way. No chickens were harmed in the process.
Well, I don't know. Different views.
Okay. So this is the other side of food popularity in Canada.
Yes.
And this is from the Globe and Mail. Canadian children are consuming 5 times more sugar than they should. On the one hand, is this news?
I don't think so. I think it just needs to keep on making headlines. But the writer of this article, David McGinn, starts off the article by sharing his kids' breakfast of Nutella on toast, a bowl of Frosted Flakes, and a glass of orange juice.
Yeah.
I think he horrifies.
That's a breakfast.
That's a breakfast. I think he horrifies himself by saying that the sugar combined is a revolting, parent guilt-inducing 47 grams of sugar. The same amount you'd get from washing down a pair of sugar cubes with a can of Coke.
Okay, if you were to take that, I'm asking you maybe to make a calculation in your head here,
yeah.
But if instead of looking at it as though as the Nutella and the Frosted Flakes and the fruit juice, which you've always told us, unless you get the right kind, there's a lot of sugar in there.
Yeah.
If it were just a pile of sugar, how many tablespoons of sugar would that be?
So that's 12 teaspoons of sugar.
12 teaspoons of sugar.
Yeah.
So if you took 12 teaspoons of sugar, just 1, 2, 3, 4,
exactly.
spooned that out onto a plate and said, lick it up.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, a lot of kids would. But
let's hope they wouldn't get through it all.
But secondly, that's what you're giving them.
That is what you're getting them. And, you know, sugary cereal, chocolate smeared on bread, and an orange juice. You know, a lot of parents are probably doing that.
But
it's fairly
let's start with the orange
breakfast.
Juice. If I see the orange juice,
off the charts.
Okay, but if I see that in the fridge, I'm thinking, well, that's good stuff.
Yeah. Well, always, if you ever do juice, you have to dilute it at least by half with water for it to be hydrating and not just a sugar fix. Your orange juice, a single glass of even apple juice, contains about the same amount of sugar as 4 or 5 apples, but you don't have the fiber to slow down the release of sugar, and that's really where the problem comes from. Same kind of thing as if you have a chocolate bar, anything that has that amount of sugar, the quantity of sugar in it is such a fast release. You feel great for a short period of time. And if we bring this back to kids, they're going off to school with 12 teaspoons of sugar in them. They're going to crash by, in another hour, which means they can't pay attention. Their behavior's probably going to go squirrely, and then the rest of the day they're trying to catch up. Okay, but I want to emphasize this aspect of the fruit juice. Everybody gets it about Frosted Flakes and Nutella. Okay, yeah,
Nutella, by the way, really tastes good. Just so you know, in case you haven't had any,
yes.
Lianne, have you ever had it?
I have had some.
Okay, it tastes good, right?
It's not to my taste. It's just it's too much chocolatey stuff.
There's something wrong with you.
I know.
But
too much sugar.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with you avoiding it. I just can't get that you don't like it. But
yeah, I will have some, and then I'm done. And when I say some, it's really just a taste. For Christmas, I even had one that had my name on it.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, there you go.
Someone else in my family.
All right, but if I see the apple juice and it's going to say no sugar added, then I'm thinking, well, this is really terrific. I'll have a big glass of it.
It's marketing.
But they don't actually throw sugar in there.
No.
You're saying it's because this is the part I want to emphasize.
Yes.
Okay, for people like me who would think, well, the apple juice is fantastic for you.
Yes.
That you're better off eating the apple.
Yes, because of the fiber. Even if you're at home and you're a juicing fiend, you have, a $600 juicer at home, and you're putting through all of these great foods into it, like, for Roger's recovery, I've been giving him beet, apple, carrot, turmeric, ginger. Amazing, but you should see the pulp that comes out of the juicer when I'm making that. Incredibly anti-inflammatory, which is fantastic, but still have to have the protein and the fiber along with it. You can't just do the juice. In ones that you buy in a bottle or a carton or anything like that, you don't have any fiber in there at all, and it's pasteurized, and that's another thing. But juice is really such a difficult one to just stop buying for people. It seems you feel like I have to have my glass of juice in the morning. Give your kids a glass of juice. There's some vitamin C in it. No, there's not. go give them, go buy the strawberries in the farmer's market. I just bought some this week. Go give them the orange, go give them the apple, and that's where
Okay.
the good stuff is.
And by the way, the aforementioned Roger is recovering from a knee replacement, not dating Lianne.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, you're welcome. Joining us now, Jim Richards. How are you, sir?
Good, thank you very much, Jerry. How are you?
I'm doing well. Do you drink fruit juice?
I do.
Because you eat healthy.
I don't enjoy it at all.
Why do you drink it then?
Everybody's like, "Why are you drinking that?" And I was like,
Yeah.
"I don't know. I hear it's good for me."
No,
Well,
it's
now
not.
she's telling you it's not.
No, not fruit juice. I'm talking about like, like I don't know,
Like a juicery juice.
mean like
juicer
vegetable
thing,
juice?
like
Yeah, the juice.
kale and
Oh,
right.
all these vegetables. And
All right.
Yeah,
whatever
it
the
is a
hell.
bit different.
Well,
but
that's
still you have
disgusting.
no,
That sounds disgusting.
That is disgusting.
Yeah, what have you got coming up in your show?
What do we have coming up on the show? We're going to talk to this police officer.